Ho, 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 ho. Here I am, motherfucker. Here I am. Here I am. You know, a lot of you cats out here in these from streets. A lot of y'all out here in these from streets. You're out here. I hear you. You're talking it about me. I hear what you're saying. You think I don't hear it? Hear it all. Hear it. He's trying to say that the Don Tony Teflon is hiding. And I'm hiding here. And I'm up in this piece, afraid. God damn it. Afraid all this whole shit, this Clara shit. Oh, Tony Teflon, you're going to be eating that shit. And you're thinking that I'm going to be afraid. Come on here and talk what I talk. That ain't the way this shit roll with the Don Tony Teflon. I ain't afraid of shit, goddamn. I hear you all the time. You're saying, Tony Teflon, get your goddamn cup of milk ready. The burn is coming. No. I don't believe that shit. I ain't afraid of that shit, goddammit. And I ain't afraid to come on here and address all these goddamn things about this upcoming season and everything else. And this is the theory stream. And I hope y'all are having a very good time. I am rocking with you right now. We're going to go over all the theories. Y'all can call me up. You know the goddamn drill. I'm here for it and everything else. I'm here for this goddamn, you know what I mean? And that is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. We're going to go through it. And we're going to see what the fuck is going on in this piece. You know what I mean? That's how I get down. And whether the dime has to eat that chip or not, I will be here. I won't hide. All right. Now, people are asking about the goddamn Knicks celebration parade. Knicks parade's amazing. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event. But there was some craziness going on in that damn parade. Dudes sucking chicks' toes and shit in the air. You can suck a toe all you want. There's no need to do it on a flying trapeze. Why you gotta do that shit? It had to be a black dude doing it. Had to be. Couldn't be anybody else. Had to be a black motherfucker sucking the chick's toes at the goddamn parade. God damn it. Still love my people. Still love my people. This was a parade for the H's. Too much going on at that damn parade other than people lose their minds when it comes to celebrating and stuff. Losing their goddamn minds. These things. Hello to my mother who's in the chat rocking with us right now. Hello, Mom, I love you. You get yourself some sleep. I will speak to you in the morning. Hope everything is all right with you and Royce. Hope everything is good. And thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. Let's say that to some other people who are rocking with us right now. We got Nick Nack Studios in the building rocking with us right now. Sonic, your boy, is in the building rocking. Peter Griffin is in the building rocking with us right now. You know, it's great that I could throw a stream up here and just say, listen, let me go live. And right off the bat, we rocking. We got 100-something people rocking with us just like that. That's just how we get down. Too Deep is in the building rocking with us. Regime is in the building rocking with us. The Man in Black is in the building rocking with us. Can we say this? We're just going to say K-Rock is in the building rocking with us. Adonis is in the building rocking with us right now. Manny is in here rocking with us. Make sure, I already said the Man in Black, about to say it again. Ken is up in here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up for your boy. You know what it is. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. It's the Don Tony Teflon, and this is the Theories live stream where you get to call up and say all your theories. And you can even talk your shit if you think that I'm going to lose this bet to Doug Hugh. You can't. I'm all about it. You know what I mean? You can do it. It's all right. I won't hold it against you. So I can take jokes. I'm a jokester. So you know what I mean. So I am. You could joke with me all you want because I got jokes for everybody's ass. Right? I'm here for it. So 100%. You can if you got jokes for me, I'm here for the jokes. You can say whatever you gotta say. It's so good. I'm up in this piece. All right. Well, let's go through this thing. All right. We see Clara up in this piece, right? You see Clara. She's in the thumbnail. She's one of the main purposes of the thumbnail and one of the main purposes of this trailer. But what's actually going on here? What is it? When we truly look at this situation with Clara, what is going on here? And happy Juneteenth, family. I should have probably started with happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth to my fam. And let me say, when I talk about Juneteenth, I'm talking about my people. You know, we didn't just fight for civil rights for Black people. We fought for civil rights for all people. We put our lives on the line for all people. We didn't just integrate the schools for ourselves. We didn't just stop the buses. We didn't just get all these laws passed for the Black people. It was for all people. And always remember that. It was for all people. And it wasn't just Black people who did it. It was a lot of great white people, Asian people, Spanish people that all joined in together and got this done. Yes, we were on the front lines. Yes, we took the bullets. Yes, we were the ones being the most oppressed, but it would not happen without a coalition of people. And always remember that. All right. Well, now that we're done with that, let's get into this thing right now. Dragon is saying that probably the man in yellow done some trickery to get Carla hypnotized. You know, it can be taken. It can be taken one of two ways when it's all said and done. Now, when she runs up on her and she's like, "You don't know who I am," and when we see Clara do the smile, and then she says, "Look in my eyes," and she recognizes who she is. Now, either one, they've told everybody in the town about the man in yellow, and they told the people in town to go search for things for the man in yellow, which is probably what it is. Probably what it seems like. Or two, Carla is a mole. Carla is a witch. And she heard about this man in yellow. She worships the man in yellow. Whatever you want to say. However you want to say, she's down with the man in yellow. And then she actually sees who it is and recognizes, oh my God, this is who it is. Now we've seen things like this in witchcraft stories, like with Lilith and things, that people worship Lilith and then they finally see Lilith and they give a type of reaction like this. So we can't say it could be a situation like that. 100% could be that. And if that is the case, then it would see that she would have been the mole. Now, who was it? There was somebody. I think it was Scarlett. Was it Scarlett? Who was it? Some YouTube. I forgot. Some female YouTube at that. And she came on there and she's like, Tony Teflon, I told you that she was suspect and you poo-pooed it. And she's 100% right. I did. 100% right. I poo-pooed it. I said that she's not a big enough character. She can't have a factor. And I still believe it. In my heart of hearts, I still believe that she is not a big enough character to have such a big role. You know, so I don't, but from what we see in the trailer, they put her in there for a reason. So it has to be something going on with her. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out soon enough what's going on there. You know what I mean? And what the mole situation is, and if there's a mole in this whole thing and everything else. Now, people are asking, will Kenny die on Sunday? No. If Kenny's gonna die, it would be the last episode. He's not gonna die before the last episode. It's gonna be the last episode if Kenny gets got. Kenny ain't going nowhere until then. Again, I spoke to this Phil about this on our last live stream, and I said, does somebody's social media, can that influence the way that the writers write their story? And you may say that, oh, no, it would never influence. But let's go back real quick to Game of Thrones, right? There was a wildling woman in Game of Thrones. and she's the one who took Bran, right, and Rickon, and she's the one who broke out with them and got them out of Winterfell. And she had some things to play, and eventually she got taken out and everything else. George R. R. Martin, who's the writer of the books of Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire series, he said that if he's seen that actress play that character the way she did, he would have wrote more stuff for her in the book. So she would have had more stuff to do inside of the show because he loved the portrayal of that character so much. So could it be a situation where maybe they had something planned for Kenny? Maybe they said, hey, Kenny's got to go. But because this man has become such a big social media presence, you know, he's on Hot Wings or Hot Ones or whatever that challenge show is. He gets a lot of views and stuff. Maybe they say, hey, maybe it's worth sticking this guy around a little bit longer to keep that hype going. This show has been built on word of mouth. It's not advertising, no major advertising budget, all word of mouth. I remember when a lot of these actors on this show had 100 Instagram followers. When I started following them in season 1, some of them had 50 Instagram followers. None of their posts got nothing, 2, 3 views, just like that. And that's the way it was. Now they got 50,000, 100,000, they get 20,000 views and stuff and all that. I mean, that's how I was able to, when I first contacted Liz, that's how I was able to get to Liz so fast, because Liz was because it was I hit her up and she didn't have any problems and she hit me back. People say you need a call-in number. Yeah, it's my number. We're gonna use for the call-in number. The 518 number. So we'll put it on the screen right here. There you go. That is the number right there. It's on the 518-290-0848 is the number. You know what I mean? That is the number for you to call and stuff. So, you know, it was, could that be a case? I think it would affect somebody's thing. Now, again, if Kenny is going to die, and he's going to die this, I think he would be a final season death. Certain people are final season's death. If you ever watch House of the Dragon, if you watch that show and you know the content from House of the Dragon, and there are major characters who die that would most likely should die this season, but they'll prolong that to the final season because they're too big of stars to kill off this season. And if you kill them off this season, then would people come back and watch next season without them on it? Now, I'm not saying Kenny is as important as the people I'm talking about in that show, and I won't say they are, but they should be going out this season, but I don't think they will. I think they'll extend them just to get them to next season because some people want to see. Now, Fatima's different. We see a different storyline from it. It's so funny. You know, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh that I watch all these. Actually, there's so many from content creators now, a lot of AI ones too, but there's so many of them. And all of a sudden you see all these videos. Fatima's becoming the kimono lady. Breaking news. Like, motherfuckers, we thought that the first time we seen the kimono lady. And they say, look at the kimono she's wearing and it matches this. Motherfucker, we said that shit. What had happened? You ain't breaking shit. You were just regurgitating what we have already said. All right, we got a call. This is 219.
Call from
Alex.
What's going on? You're rocking with Don Tony Teflon.
Yo, Tony Tef, what's up, bro?
What's going on, brother?
Produced by Scarecrow here. What's going on, brother?
You know,
hey, man.
Chilling, man. What's going on with you, man?
Man, it's starting to feel like Jade's like one of them science nerds, but on the same time, Jade's been the one that's actually been breaking apart so much of this, including Victor, with Ethan. I think this might be the trifecta. We do have Julie that's running sleepwalking with the man in yellow. We
Mhm.
see that both of them are dream walking, but we have the three concrete pieces. We have the son that was left. We have the son that came that took Victor's place, and we have Jade, who has been the scientist in all of this. And we're looking at Jade now, like maybe some of these experiments that he's doing, or his own little map of the world, is a little bit weird. But at the same time, I think he might be the guy. How you feel? How you feel?
That Jade is the what? What guy?
Jade might be the guy to answer every single question if he can only believe. And he has believed in Victor over and over again. He's gone to Victor over
Yep.
and over again. I think this is one of those relationships that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
But could Jade be the guy to answer the real question?
I
Could he
think
do it?
I think they're setting him up to do that, but it all comes down to why would he believe what he's being shown in his head? Like, what does it benefit them to show that? Now, we heard the man in yellow. It all comes out. Is the man in yellow making lies to Tabitha, saying, "Hey, you're gone farther than you had gone before"?
True.
It's that and the other. If he's telling the truth, then we could say that what Jade's seeing is good. But why wouldn't, if we've seen this whole time, put bad memories in everybody else's head, all of a sudden Jade's head is not the one that gets the bad memory?
No, you're totally right. You're totally right. I mean, I think I've been going through the entire show feeling like Victor and Ethan are actually the answer.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Jade is actually onto something the way that Tabitha's not, right? Like Tabitha's kind of brushing off all the clues that are coming through the show. Jade is kind of embracing all of these different theories, and everybody's looking at him like he's a crackpot or you know, he's on psychedelics or whatever. But at the same time, he's the only one that's actually making like headway outside of the Victor and Ethan narrative,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, he's the one getting visions right now because of the acid trip that he got. You know, it's, can you trust it? And that's what it really comes down to. It is it trustworthy what he's seeing? If that's the way the showrunners go, it's either going to be one or the other, right? It's 50-50, whether it is or you can't. There's leading up to believe that it is. Like what they want us. They want us to believe that this is the way, that this is what it's going to be. But if they really wanted somebody to open that door, because that door has been barred shut, and they could put this in Jade's head, then it would be something they could do, because they know they can manipulate him to get him to go there and do it, right? So I don't know yet. It can go either way. It really, if I had to pick, I would say that I think it's half right and half wrong. I really don't think that the bones have anything to do with getting them all out of here. I just don't think.
It kind of seems like it's a diversion. It's a send off, which is why Sophia's like so lenient to let them go and take this almost suicide mission as far as Boyd's concerned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're going into a suicide mission. Sophia knows all this. She's been around everybody, and she's so cool with everybody going into the tunnels and digging up the bones. You know, she has it's kind of like an indicator, like this is a part of how the story was supposed to go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and I think that's the problem. That sometimes when you think you're so smarter than everybody else, your hubris gets the best of you, right? And that could be what Jade. The problem with Jade right now is that his hubris got the best of him on this one.
I agree. I think he feels like, and I think the entire cast has been telling him you're too smart for your own good the whole time. I agree, man. I appreciate you, Tony, man. Have a good night, brother.
You too. Thank you for the call, man. Bro. I appreciate
the family, man. I love y'all, man. Have a good night.
You too, brother. We got love for you too, 100%, man. Hey, Glue Guns and Roses, I didn't do nothing. Call me right back. I'm right here. You see the call come through, it should be fine. The call was there. Everyone was able to hear it. I got the other laptop open, so it should be fine. It's 518-290-0848 is the number to call up. I'm here rocking with you on a Friday night. We have almost 200 people in the building. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with me. And the Don appreciates it. Never think that Don doesn't appreciate. I appreciate it very much so. So much that I'm gonna give some memberships away in a little bit. That's how much I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for your boy. Call up 518-290-0848 is the number to call up. But yeah, it's this, when I see Jade and everything, we have to look at the dude's failed every time. He's failed every time. And we know that right now, though he's failed every time, this is going to be the time he finally figured. This is why they're showing the show, all right? This is going to be the time he finally figures it out. We know that, but is it here? Is this what he's going to figure out this particular time, or is this going to be a major loss? To me, it has to be, in order for this season to really be, and this season's been up and down. If you look at the ratings that this season has gotten, we got some 6s, we got some 8s, we got some 9s, and we got some 5s, we got some 4s. It's been up and down. To me, it's been a great season. I enjoyed every part of this season, everything we've seen. I would have loved to see more of this story walking with Julie 100%. But I understand it. Vince McMahon used to always say that when he would bring out Andre the Giant, he would only bring him out once in a while because he always wanted it to be a spectacle when Andre the Giant showed up. And if he brought him out every show and everyone's seen him, the spectacle will wear itself off. So he'd bring Andre out for a month run, and then he'd sit him for 3-4 months. Then he'd bring him back. And I think that could be the way they're doing the story walking. Like maybe they're giving you the teaser with it, and then they want it to go away so that they can bring it back so it doesn't become a spectacle. But to me, I want to see a story walking every fucking episode. Like I need to see this shit work, or I need to see what's going on. Like it was cool seeing us see the man and yell eating a liver. Like, that was great. All right, that's perfect. We ain't seen that shit since. Like I need to see more of that shit. I need to see more of the story walking. You know what I mean? I need to see more of this shit. Like, I don't think they've given us enough. I think they could have done a little bit more for us there. And Julie needs to open the mouth a little bit. All right? She needs to open the mouth. Or Randall's got to drop down. We see all these people saying everything and not putting it all together. And I think that that's what's going on here with Jade and his plan. If he knew about Julie's story walking ability, he would be able to solve that. I think that's what Jade is good for. Like if Julie said, this is what's happening to me, this is what I'm seeing, then Jade would be able to take that information, figure out why it's going on, and then go from there. I think he's good at solving other people's problems more than solving his own. I mean, there's a reason why all of a sudden Jade found out that all these people he was seeing all this time was him dying. There's a reason why all that came out there. I'm dying. I'm dying constantly over and over again. You know what I mean? There's a reason why all that shit went down. There's a reason why he learned that the whole town kills him every time. All those things that we see, every time I call, I get flashbacks trying with NSYNC tickets. The phonetics are rigged. What are you talking about? You haven't called? You would have called, the phone would have rang. I have not heard the call. I don't understand. Maybe not putting the 1 in front of the 5. I'm sure you are. 290-0848 is the number. You know what I mean? So when I look at it and I see all these things 15 times, let me look at the phone line here. I have nothing here. Nothing here that indicates you have called. Maybe you're calling Phil's number I think maybe you're calling the wrong number and you're calling Phil's number. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what's going on. See, I'll try. Probably a user error. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. But once again, but it goes straight to voice. I am looking at it right now. And we just received a call that worked. So I can't see why another call would not work. Looking here at the recent calls. Wait a second. All right. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see.
You got it. Finally.
All right. What's going
Okay, let me turn you down on the TV. Hold on. I don't have any questions, but I do have something I noticed
Okay.
that I want you and the rest of the familia, there we go, familia that we got going on in chat. Yeah, and it might not be anything, but so I noticed, remember, I don't know who brought it up. I think it was Jade who said when the kids died, their hope turned into roots or something like that. Does that ring a bell?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So on top of that, remember, I don't know if it was in an actual episode or in the intro, there is a picture. I believe you thought it was a keyhole. I think it is a snow globe, and it shows the town with and they're all connected with tunnels.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
That's in the opening, but yes, that's one of Victor's pictures. I always thought that was a snow globe. So yeah.
Okay, then it wasn't you. Somebody else thought it was a keyhole. I think it's a snow globe. But anyways, it doesn't matter. That picture showing the town with tunnels, all the homes are connected, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, recently we saw that also Colony House is also connected to the tunnels. We know that Jim and Tabitha's old home is connected to the tunnels, and I'm assuming the rest of the homes are too. So I'm wondering if that is the reference to the hope or the roots, like the roots grew out to the homes, and that is what that meaning means, or that is what that saying means. Those are the roots, and that is their hope, because the town is a hope. Monsters never live in the homes, only poor souls that get trapped there. But I don't know if that is, I may be way off. I don't know if I'm thinking wrong, but I also have something else about the roots in the trees.
Okay.
We've been told all seasons, that the trees are moving.
Yeah.
We are currently planning to dig up where we think the bones are, according to a faraway tree.
Mm-hmm.
But if that mofo has moved at least 4 inches per Victor, I mean, maybe we're digging in the wrong place.
I agree.
So I don't know.
I agree with the digging in the wrong place, unless the writers are fucking up. That should not be where they wind up, where that tree is.
Okay, so I'm reading the chat. You already predicted that. My bad, I missed that part. But anyways, I was just thinking, spitball and stuff, throwing it out at all y'all.
I'm just saying, Tanya, I agree with you. I think that you're right on that. I think that it should not be there. Now, whether they go that route with it, I don't know, but it shouldn't be there. From everything we've heard about Victor, especially when he went searching for that tree and he said it was over here, and then it was somewhere else, it should not be there. It should not be there when they ripped that tree up. There should not be that hole there. But you never know.
Or maybe the trees are just moving like at 4 inches, like 4 to the left, 4 to the right, kind of like the Tootsie Roll. You know what I'm saying? Just back and forth, not like too far.
But no, when he came with Tabitha, he said it should be here. And then they walked like 10, 15 steps down and found it over there.
You're right.
Right. So it shouldn't be there. It should be something else going on there.
Yeah. Okay. Or maybe like the bottle faraway trees or something special. I don't know. Anyways, that's just some things I noticed. I don't have answers for it. I noticed, and I may be just scraping at clues, clawing at stuff that doesn't matter. So anyways, I wanted to bring that up to see if anybody else had any ideas. Also, I have a question for everybody in chat. Julie's wearing a wig. Why does it look so bulky?
Her wig?
I've like literally paused with Julie's wig. Am I the only one that thinks it looks bulky?
Her wig looks like the Great Gazoo's helmet.
I don't, and like I paused it and I've got up close. I don't think it's a lace front. And if it is a lace front, it's really expensive where you can't tell it's a lace front, but you can tell because her head looks so bulky. So I can't figure out what they did. I know it can't be her haircut, right?
No, that's a wig. That ain't a haircut.
Okay.
I don't know how much of the budget they put on this, or if they have a black woman doing this wig for her. I have no idea. But the wig is terrible. That's why I don't think it's a black woman doing this, because I don't think black women can lay a wig. They're not to lay that shit. You know what I mean? They can lay that shit, and they wouldn't have laid her wig like that. Like her wig is pretty bad.
I think it's like almost almost a full weave, but like with a partial where she just left the little crown out, and that's why it looks bulky. But it is bothering me. It's actually taking me out of the show, which is fine. This is my problem, nobody else's. I just didn't know if anybody else could explain to me why it looks literally like a wig, and I've never seen that in a show before, where it like.
Well,
the
House of the Dragon wigs are pretty crazy too. Not this bad,
okay,
but they are crazy. Those wigs.
They don't look fat and bulky. I guess because they're designed. They're styled. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let somebody else call in and let's see if somebody else got anything cool comments in the comment section. I'll talk to you later, Tony.
All right, have a good one. Thank you.
And unblock my number, please.
I don't know how it's not going. It didn't go through. I don't. But I did see all the calls you made.
I'm joking with you. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Regine the Great, man. Thank you so much. This is extremely generous of you to do this. Really appreciate it. 100% for this super chat. It's probably the biggest super chat I received in years, a very long time. It says, I think Sarah's going to find the man in yellow clothes and Sophia bag. If she does, it's lights out for her. I don't think so. I think it can't be like, because Sarah's it's gotta be.
Call from
Bianca.
To accept, press.
What's going on? You are rocking with the Don, Tony Teflon.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So are we talking about the From theories?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so me and my mom, we have this theory that
What's your mom's name?
the whole thing. What's my mom's name?
Yeah.
Carmen, and she's probably watching it.
Well, what's going on, Carmen? Thank you for watching the Don Tony Teflon. We got your daughter on the line. All right, let's shoot this. Let's go.
Okay, so our theory is that the whole Fromville has something to do with Jade's company. Like, it's real. It's not a dream or anything, but does anybody ever talk about how they constantly over and over bring up his company? Like, even in the latest episode, he was telling Kenny about how he knows how to build a map physically because of his company.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody else keeps on bringing up their past lives or their jobs at home but Jade. And we're also talking about how Jade never really saw the tree. And he never said specifically that he saw the tree. Anytime somebody brings it up to him, he just kind of nods his head yeah, the tree. But he never really told his side, and he was high.
Mm-hmm.
So, and maybe it's just weird that they immediately killed off his friend. So, and they literally specifically pulled out his tongue. She cut out his tongue, didn't she?
Cut whose tongue out?
What's his name? Toby?
Yeah.
The guy who was driving with Jade.
Yeah, she cut Toby's tongue out. She was told to cut Toby's tongue out by the voices.
Right. But isn't it strange that they told her to specifically do that to him? Why couldn't she just stab him in the neck?
Yeah,
or something. They pulled his tongue out.
They must, because they, from what she was saying, the voices did it to make it look like the monsters did it. They were trying to cover, you're gonna make it look like the monsters did it. So the tongue coming out would have had to be something that the monsters do. I don't know why she would have to do that. Why wouldn't the monsters just get in there and do it themselves? But maybe when the body is already dead, the monsters don't touch it. As for Jade's company, I mean, I've said it from Jump Street, from season 1, that Jade's company has something to do with it. That computer, that quantum thing, I believe that quantum algorithm he invents in the future at some point allows them to make some type of wormhole technology. And that's what I believe is going on with the faraway trees. I think it's a wormhole technology. I don't believe it's magic. And I think and that they've captured whatever this man in yellow is in this place, and they're running experiments on him for all this time. And that's why they have him in the bubble, and he wants to escape that place. He's trying to get out of there. And that's why I think that faraway tree may have to come down, because I think that may be the thing that anchoring him in that spot. But yeah, I do think his company is suspect, and I think it could have something to do with that Rendezvous Move company. Like that could be a shell organization that has something to do with Jay's company. Like that's just their cover, you know what I mean? That's just that's their weed spot, but we know what they're selling in the back. And I think that that's what it could be going on in that whole spot with Jay's company. But yes, you're correct. They're the only ones who bring up what he does for a living. And I think that the fact that he brought it up so many times, that it has to be more to it than him just bragging about him making money.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yep. Well, I enjoy watching your videos. That's all I really wanted to ask.
All right.
I just wanted to see if anybody else related about his company.
Yeah. Nah, I'm on it with you on that company. I think there's something suspect about it. 100%. I think like when it's all said and done, I think there's someone above the man in yellow that's holding this whole thing down. And I just don't.
Maybe the boy in white.
It could be the boy in white. It could be, or it could be some scientists who were just running experiments on these people and keeping them there. It could be as simple as that. Like, hey, we're gonna infect capture this guy, take his DNA, infect humans with it, see how the humans react to it, and then see if we can use this for ourselves, for a military program, for whatever it is.
Right. Yep. And then boy, he needs to get these visions under control. I thought he wasn't gonna let the town break him. It's getting to him.
Yeah,
it's scaring me.
It's Boyd is definitely losing himself in it, and you know what I mean. 100%. It's not acting like the Boyd that we know and love and stuff. But it's hard, you know. If stuff keeps weighing, the fact you had to shoot your wife, you know what I mean, off her, I'm sure it weighs on you every day. You know what I mean. And if you just keep seeing visions of it, and it keep, you know, if something bad happened to you, and every time you went to bed, the nightmare just kept reoccurring, it's gonna shoot you down. It's gonna take you down a peg. And I think that's what's going on. It's not even happening when he's asleep. It's happening to him 24 hours a day. So I think that's what's the problem with it. But I think he'll get his shit together.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wow. I'm just worried, like, for Sophia too. Like, why haven't they caught her? She's so suspicious, but no, it's just because we're viewers.
Well, yeah, nah, it's not just because we're viewers. It's they should be onto it. There's no reason when they had people, right? When you seen the Matthews family first come up in there with Jade, right? They strapped Jade to the bed, right? It wasn't like they said go get the straps. They have a bed with straps already there, right? And this is how they treat people, because they know people freak out and we can't have them going out during the night. They didn't have to strap this chick down. This chick was just down with everything from the jump. She didn't question nothing. We seen them questioning everything when they first got there, but all of a sudden this chick comes in there and she don't question a goddamn thing. That in itself is suspect that they should have picked up on.
Yeah. Yup. Probably because she's young, they're just throwing it past her, but still, I would have been called Sophia if I was in Farmville. I'm surprised Sarah didn't catch her first. I really thought Sarah was gonna know.
Yeah, but the thing about Sarah is she wants a friend. You know what I mean? No one Sarah's no one wants nothing to do with Sarah. So anyone who shows Sarah a little kindness, she's gonna be about it.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Wow. Well, all right. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'm glad that you answered some of my questions.
Anytime.
I will
call back anytime.
Yep. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
That was a great call. We also have a super chat from From Lee, he says, please look at Victor's drawing from episode 8, his latest drawing. I can't look at the drawing and pull that up while I have the phone lines open. I would have to take the phone lines down, and then I could share that drawing. I know what drawing you're talking about here. You're talking about the man in yellow drawing that he was drawing that looked like he was, what was he doing? What was he doing? Was he picking someone off the ground? Was he picking someone off the ground or something like that? He was doing something like with the person. I don't know if he was just, I don't know, carrying. It looked like it was something like that. I can't remember it 100%, but I think that's what he was doing. He's carrying it or something like that. Okay, so carrying a child. Listen, it could be a child if he's carrying. Victor's memory is always shoddy. I mean, he's starting to remember. He's carrying it. In the end, with that family, and I've said it not now, I've said it in the past. It's all on record. You can say it, and I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it again. Sarah is Eloise. It's gonna be that when it's all said and done. There's no way around it at all. I promise you that this is the way it's gonna go. It can't be anything else. If Eloise is dead, it's no doubt Sarah. If Eloise is alive, then she's alive. She's who she is. But I think the fact that they showed Eloise alive in Henry's dream, and again, I don't think it's just a straight dream. I really don't. I think it's a parallel universe he's being shown. I think that they're showing him a parallel universe, that is what's going on in the parallel universe. He will not be able to escape there. That's not going to happen. But I do think that that's a parallel universe. And I think that's what happens. That's why he's able to show the pictures. When you look at the picture that came out that camera with Boyd's house and the boat that was there, all right? And Boyd said, well, it's not my house because the boat didn't arrive yet. Maybe in the parallel universe, he did get the boat. And that's why they were able to take that picture there. And that's the way it went. I just don't think that they can just automatically how would they know what Boyd's house looked like? Let's go through it. Let's say real quick that the man in yellow is scanning people's brains, all right? And gaining facts from their brain, all right? Would you really gain facts if we look at Henry's of what pictures, frames he would have on the wall? Would you really get that much detailed information? Because I couldn't, even in my head right now, I got picture frames on the wall, a bunch of them, but I don't know exactly what each picture frame looks like on my wall. So if someone is scanning my brain, they're not going to know exactly what to put a vision in someone's head that detailed to have those pictures and those frames, the same exact color, the same exact frame, that someone will recognize and think that that's what it is. You know, that's what we would have to believe if we're saying that the man in yellow was putting this vision in his head and he's doing that. We'd have to truly believe that somehow he has scanned this man's brain, and from scanning his brain, he is able to make all those detailed things from it. A person, 100%, I give you that. But a picture frame on the wall, that's a minute detail that's not just easy access in somebody's brain. Even somebody's house, to know exactly what their house looks like, you have to say that the man in yellow somehow scanned Boyd's brain and he knew what his house looked like, or scanned Abby's brain. Let's say Abby, because Abby seemed like she was being affected. That he would know exactly what the house looked like, exactly how tall the grass is. I don't know the exact characteristics of my place. Of all the places I lived in, I couldn't give you the exact characteristics like that. I give you a general idea. I could tell you, well, this door is right here, and then you go through here, and this walkway here. But I couldn't tell you exactly what wood grain the door is made out of and everything else, unless it was something special. I wouldn't store that information in your brain. You don't really store information in your brain, really, but that's a different story and everything else. So that's why I think when we look at it, to me, it makes more sense that this is a parallel universe. that he's showing images of their life in the parallel universe. And that's why he's able to get those details. And that's why he's able to have all those things go on. You know, unless Abby was Eloise. Abby, if Eloise is dead, then I can't say that it's not Abby. If Eloise is dead, Abby is a good candidate to be Eloise too. And the age is whatever the age is. You know what I mean? Because that's not a factor, the age. People say, oh, the age. Miranda is younger. Tabitha is younger than Victor. All right? So age, that doesn't matter when it comes to this and everything else. So, it doesn't matter when it all comes down to it. It's like what is that movie? That movie, Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood, with a guy where Sean's father was younger than him. He had to read his father a bedtime story. His dad was younger than him. That's what's going on here. Oh my God, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh my God. You know what I mean? So, so when it's all said and done, you know what I mean? When it's all said and done, age is not going to be the factor or the cause of it. That's why I think it's going to be, I really think it's going to be Sarah. It makes the most sense to be Sarah. We see Victor go to Sarah. We see Victor pick Sarah and go into the tent like him and Eloise used to do. He did all those things with Sarah. There was a picture, a black and white picture, I cannot find it, of Victor, Tabitha, and Sarah sitting on the Colony House steps, like a behind-the-scene picture that they took in black and white. Why did they have all three of those people pose on those steps? Why did they do it? Because that's Miranda and her two kids. I think that, again, why is Sarah connected to this place? There's no explanation why they chose Sarah to be connected to this place. There is none. Yeah, that movie was crazy. That motherfucker, that toothpick dude, that motherfucker toothpick. Hey, take me to jail, lock me up, throw away the key. I'm afraid the fucking nigga in his ass was like, hey, son, this thing crazy. He's like, you ain't never seen the soap bubbles drip down the crack of a man's ass before. I was fooling you. I was fooling you. Woo! That may be the funniest movie of all fucking time, top to bottom. That really might be the funniest one. All right, well, listen. Could the boy in white be imagined by Victor? 100%. Could be a construct of Victor's mind when he was a child. He needed a friend. And if we're saying that this place manifests things from people's mind, then it could be. Now, again, I'm not a big Lost fan. Didn't watch the whole series. I think I watched maybe one or two seasons. I don't even know if I got through the second season. But Phil has. And he explained stuff to me. That they were in this place, there was a man in black who was a bad entity, and then there was a good entity on this thing. And maybe they did that again here with the man in yellow and the boy in white, which would be, to me, trash. I'm not against people using things that they've done before and reimagining them. I'm not against that, but that's too much of the same to have. Instead of the man in black, we're going to make a man in yellow. And instead of this other person, we're going to make him a young boy. Even though we know the young boy, the boy in white's not a boy. We heard Sarah specifically say it's not a boy. I don't think so. I wouldn't want them to do it, but it's not my show. I would have to see how it plays out. This is 504.
MDV.
To accept, press 1.
You're rocking with the Don Tony Teflon. Who we speaking to?
This MD's one of the 197. How you doing, Tony?
What's going on? What's going on? How are you?
All right. Look, two things. It's still on topic, but maybe not directly on topic. But I know a while back you was saying, and shout out to watching your videos, man. Yo, you the man. But I know a while back you was talking about maybe doing like a panel, like in Nashville, or is that still like on the table for you and like you and Reels and maybe Phil? Because I'm there, bro. I want to meet the crew, man. Y'all are fab.
I talked to Reel about this. I don't know if it was last week or the week before. And we said that if it's going to happen, we got to make it happen. It's got to be before the next season jumps. So we're definitely going to do our best to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Man, that'll be phenomenal, man. That'll be amazing. But I'm there.
What it's going to come down in the end, in all honesty, of how we rock it, it's the scale of it. And depending on how big we want to go with it and everything else. And the pre-ticket sales. We got to be able to get a pre-ticket sale to see what we're working with. You know what I mean? And we do the pre-ticket sales.
For sure.
And then obviously people know how pre-ticket sales. So if we put the pre-ticket sales, people buy the tickets, we can see the money we're working with. So that way we can get everything and stuff like that. If it was ever, the money does not come to us when it's pre-ticket sales. It stays inside that account. And if anything bad happened, it would automatically go right back to that. It would go back to the people who put the money in. So it's got nothing to do with that. But we do the pre-ticket sales, see how it goes, see how much money we generate in here, because that would determine if we could actually get some of these people to show up. You know what I mean? And roll. Because, you know,
no doubt.
We got to pay these people. We got to at least pay them. We got to pay their housing, and we got to pay for their flight to get here. You know what I mean? So all those things all come into play, regardless of then the venue and stuff like that and everything else. But me and Real talking about it, and we definitely want to make it happen.
Man, I'm happy to hear that's in the works, man. Like I said, that'll be a little trip for me and my girl and my kids. We come, you know, even if I let her take the kids and I come and hang with the fellas and all that, I'm all for it, man. Because y'all are amazing, man. Y'all talk good content. But the second thing is, do you have they said like when? Because I'm just like nervous, like I mean, like as far as like when the show will come back after these last two episodes. Is we looking at like 28 or 27?
For what? Say it again.
For the season when it comes back, like after these last two episodes, are we looking at 2028 or 27? Or have you heard anything about that?
So I have spoken to some people from the cast before, and I think they're going to be filmed like they're on break right now. But I think they start filming at the end of, I think in August would be them filming. So if they film through August, you figure it would take August, September, October. It's probably before November, October, August to October, and then it would be out next year.
Gotcha. That's good news to hear, because I'm like another 2-year wait. I don't know if I can hold up, man.
Yeah, it's not a 2-year show. It should not take 2 years to produce this show.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's a
but
you
and the crew done got us through that though. You feel it? Y'all done got us through that last break. I just don't want to do another 2 years. I'm ready to get to the end of this thing.
Yeah, because the other thing, there was a problem when they did the other thing. They shot that. They wanted to do the snow scenes, so they had to shoot that later. You know what I mean? When the snow actually hit. But so many people, from what I've heard from these cast members, everybody was miserable shooting the snow. It was terrible. So I don't think they're gonna run that shit again. I don't think anybody was happy shooting in that snow. Like it was terrible. Like it's funny because when they did like shoot the Gilda Days, they shoot that out in Troy, New York, and they did the snow stuff. But they used all fake snow, and it worked perfectly fine and you can't even tell that it's fake snow that's out there. And they just put all fake snow. So I don't know why they didn't just do it that way and just fake snow it.
Right. But I end with this, man. Shout out to your Knicks, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks
for taking my call, man.
I appreciate you, brother. That's just a shout out to the Knicks, man. Raise a glass to the goddamn NBA World fucking Championships. New York Knickerbockers. The one and only. Straight up. The best there is. And we coming for the two-peat. We coming for the two-piece, man. We coming back, man. We coming back to win it again. And that's what we got. You know what I mean? We coming back to win it again. That's just the way it goes, man. It's I can't. I can't remember which channel said it, but they called the boy in white the uncle in white. That was me. I said it. Who do you think said it, man? That was me. God damn it. You know, listen, people say Tony looked like that. So what? I've heard that before. I've heard that. People have said that cat looks like me. A younger version of me, bigger, taller than me. You know, but yeah, you know, everyone thinks I'm Dominican anyways, and he's Dominican. So I could see it. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, the Uncle in White, I made that shit. I said that in my video. But yeah, getting back to this whole from situation and stuff. All right, let me see real quick. Let's see what we're gonna do. Let me go, and let me see if I can go not to YouTube real quick and find this. So we're gonna put a poll up. I'm gonna put a poll up. You're gonna put a poll up in here. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can come over to this. All right. I'm going to have to mute it real quick. All right, we got the mute up. I don't like looking at myself in the video. Jeez. I don't like it. I don't like looking at myself here. All right, it's going to take a second. It always takes a second. It's when Phil, the issues guy, is supposed to be on here. He's supposed to be doing this stuff with me. All right. I feel like this is Goodfellas. You know, you're supposed to be doing this shit too, man. You know that? Let's start a poll. Say, who would you like the Don and Phil to do a live stream with? I don't know anyone to put. Idiot. So we only have 102 likes. We really need to get those likes up, people. Please, let's get those likes up. Can we get them likes up, man? It really would help. I appreciate it. I'll gift some memberships. I don't want to buy you. You know, people already said that I'm buying stuff from people, but we'll give some memberships here real quick and everything. I hope I don't think that I'm trying to pay people off. Who do we get a new member? We have Ashley is now a new member. The man in black is now a new member. Carl is now a new member. And Ty is now a new member. So I'm going to ask you, who would you like? The Don, Tony Teflon, and Phil the Issues guy to do a stream with and get this. We have a real. Of course, we'll do a stream real anytime he wants. You know what I mean? And we'll do another one anytime he wants. He isn't. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? People saying E-Man, the faceless girl. I've never talked to her, so I don't know if that would be possible to do something with her. I don't know. Let's see. Gab again. Yeah, we'll definitely have Gab on. Anytime Gab wants, she can come on. Do you think Julie will story walk to Jim's death in this season? I hope he does. I really hope there is. Jerry Takes. All right, let's go through these names that y'all are mentioning, and we'll see what's going on. Let me go through these things. All right. let's go through. Let's go through. All right, let's go through. Let's start right here. I know, and it does. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck to pick. All right, Jerry's takes. Again, I'm aware of Jerry's takes. I've heard of him. I watched some of his content. He seems like a very cool guy and everything. And I would not have a problem issue of rocking on stream with him. When choosing to do streams, and I think that it's important to know this, and people probably don't look at it the way I look at it, right? So let me explain something to you. So Phil and I work together because we work together. That's what it is. Chemistry cannot be faked. It is what it is. Certain people, when I see their style, I just don't think it works with me. You know, I can't speak for Phil. He could talk for himself, but I don't think it worked. Now, Jerry, I think works. I think we could do something with Jerry, but I want you to understand that, you know, and I'm not trying to say certain people are good at what they do, but their style would just be a clash from what I would do and the way I would do it. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the issue with working, you know, but I would like to, you know, this is for you people. And I understand that the season's about to end. I know that a lot of you people would like to see your favorite YouTubers together and rocking on stream. So I would like to do something like that for you and stuff. You know what I mean? But you do have to understand that certain styles is just not going to work. And I can look and I can see from the way they are that it's just not going to work with me.
We learned from experience with the Game of Thrones community. You can't always not everything goes together perfectly well, even if the vibes are good, even if people are cool people. So some chemistry just doesn't work. You know, some people do. Some people you'd be surprised it works with. And so I totally hear you. And I mean, Tony's a lot nicer than I am. But when it really comes down to it, it's not anyone specific, no problems. It's just if we don't want to rock with someone, it's usually just because they would listen to us and not have a good time. We're like, and that's really what we're all about. It's like, if a guest comes here, are they going to have a good time rocking with the way we do? Because, you know, some people might easily just get quiet and listen to us do our thing. You know, we need someone that's going to enjoy going back and forth and breaking it down in a little bit of a different way than the normal shit. You know, like Tony and I get a little silly here. We get a little ranty. We get a little back and forth. And we need people that kind of like want to do that.
I'll give an example. We went on Pete Pepper's channel, right? We did a Severance stream. And I was doing what I normally do. Pete was cool with it. Phil was cool with it, right? We had a good time, but his audience didn't like it. Like, his audience wasn't about it because they're more used to what he does. So they didn't like my appearance on his channel, right? They didn't like it. Now we got along good, Pete, Phil, and I. But the audience just didn't like it because it just wasn't something that they were used to, and that's just not what they wanted to see. You know what I mean? So it's things like that happens. You know what I mean? And stuff. So certain people, I just don't know if they would be, if it would truly work. Like, I don't see the blending of it working.
Yeah.
Can it work for us? And then there's always this too. And I'll explain to you a little bit about when you do live streams, right? There are certain people who don't know how not to be the host of the live stream. Certain people don't know how to host. Certain people don't know how not to host. And there are people who aren't good hosts who still want to host and don't know how to be a character. A host, it's not just the person who talks all the time or talks the most. A true host, it puts the shine on their guests. And certain people just want to outshine other people. And they come with that in mind to do something like that. And that doesn't lead to a good stream or a good show. You know, I mean, you've seen Johnny Carson shows and all these other shows, and they bring on actors, and sometimes it don't work with that actor. Sometimes the vibe is just not there and it doesn't work, and that's just what it is. So I try to avoid that situation, and I can really like I'll be honest, like I didn't think that Pete, Phil, and I would get along as good as we did. You agree on that, Phil?
Yeah, Pete was cool people.
You know, I didn't think we be like it does. He doesn't seem like, but it worked. You know, we were able to get it off with him. You know what I mean? Pause. And but I didn't think when we first
No
going
pause
on,
for me.
yeah, that it would work like that. You know what I mean? So it all depends. And it's listen, you know, I ain't trying to. I ain't sure. Like, listen, some people just ain't good at this shit. I know a lot of people want to do it, and I understand why they want to do it, and I understand what it is. And I'm not saying I'm the best, but some people just ain't good at it. And I could see how the show is going to be boring. Like, I know how to go on somebody's channel and take a step back and not host the show. I don't need to host it. Phil does too. You know what I mean? I know how to do that, but I've also done that on live streams, and people will try to overtalk each other and blah 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 and all this. It's just not an entertaining show. You know what I mean? So when I see all the names you mentioned, I'm not going to get specific in all of them, but I think that there's a few of those names that I just don't think it works for us. I just don't think our styles would mesh well. In my personal opinion, I just don't think it would work. Could I force it to work? Sure. I'm sure we could force it and we could make anybody look good, you know. We're kind of like the spandex, Phil and I, you know, we're like spandex. So should we say we're the yoga pants of this From community that
Tony, you
put us on and we make any ass look big.
You could definitely do something with anybody if we did what we did in the old, or what you did in the old community, where you have people on for 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, back and forth. Something like that would work really cool.
Yeah.
Even with people that necessarily, you know, just have sort of a lightning round situation where we had people in for 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, you know?
Yeah, if we did something like that, well, maybe 20, give them a half an hour. We have someone come on for half an hour. Like, so back in the old days when I did the Game of Thrones stream with Mogini Linguini, we would have somebody come on. They would stay for a half an hour, and then we flip them with another guest the next half an hour, then flip them with another guest the next half an hour. And we did that whole rotation. And if we did that, then I think we could work with anyone because it's only a half an hour. So I think we could, but a 3-hour stream, you know what I mean? A 2-hour stream, it's hard to, you know, that's not easy to do. You know what I mean? But a half an hour, I think we could probably work it with people and stuff. People keep on putting ballpark up in the chat.
Yeah, people are funny.
I'll be out. I'll be 100% honest about it. If dude took back everything he fucking said and said he was wrong for saying it and he was over emotional, I would accept his apology. I would accept it. That's where I'm at this stage in my life. Phil, you have your phone line up?
Yes.
Let me tell this person to switch over to yours. I know you can't.
We also have a voicemail
From
in the middle of the week. Or you can have the
to accept, press
do the
1.
call and then
To
we'll,
send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, yo, what's going on?
Good evening to everybody.
Hey.
Good evening,
Kay.
Tony. Good evening to Phil.
Kay.
Good evening to everybody.
All right.
Chat.
Kay.
Yep, I'm hearing you.
Kay, flip over to Phil's phone line because Phil can't hear you on mine. I'm gonna
give
turn
us
mine off.
give us 2 minutes.
I'll do that. No problem.
All right, brother. One.
I'm gonna be mean and skip KP's call for a few seconds while we take this quick voicemail. It's only 30 seconds.
All right. And we got who is this? Blonde Ambition sent us
on the kind of popular theory.
Sorry. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Blonde Ambition. But this is from area code 248.
That's on Reddit about people from San Diego. I wanted to know if you guys had an opinion on the kind of popular theory that's on Reddit about
what is this?
not being able to die naturally.
What is this?
In the town, and that's like
that Donna didn't die naturally.
Oh, I don't trust anything from Reddit, man. It makes me think there's some spoiler coming up and shit when I hear the Reddit.
No, she's just talking about a theory.
Okay.
Donna survived that heart attack. That's why I think jail was still technically alive, even though he went through the pool and was clearly should have been killed already. Just wanted to see what you guys' thoughts were. I hadn't heard you talk about it on any of the podcasts so far. Thank you.
So do you think Donna's heart attack was from natural causes, or do you think something else was going on there?
I think it's natural cause. I think that that's what they were trying to show, that despite all these other things that are going on, that they're still human and they still feature human things could happen to you while you're in this spot. I think that makes more sense than something else. It's a better showing if they did it that way.
I have to say one thing, KP, call right back. First of all, my vote for someone to have on is LMR, and next is Laura. I have to say, I sent you a message. Laura was good enough to send me some really tasty treats, and I finally ate them tonight. Laura Barker in the live chat, Baker in the live chat. And I have to reiterate, Tony, we were talking about Twix and other candies and stuff like that. Tim Tams from Australia might be the best things I've ever tasted in my life. They are.
Laura has a channel too?
I don't think so. No, I don't think she has a channel.
So you want Laura?
She's in the live chat.
No, we could have Laura come on, but LMR, when I think about LMR, I only think about this.
I'm just thanking Laura for sending me the treats, and I finally ate them, and they're fucking delicious. And we always talk about candies and what the best candies are, or snacks. These Tim Tam things from Australia, Tony, you should order them. They're fucking amazing. They're really delicious.
Tim Tam. Why is it called Tim Tam?
It's because it's fucking good.
good spot. I'll look up a Tim Tam and see what the goddamn Tim Tam sounds like.
You should get it. They're fucking. Doc says they're overrated. I thought they were fucking delicious.
But no, I listen. Anyone,
sorry, call right back.
Maybe let's see if we could work it out that we can do a 30-minute thing with people. We'll see if we can get that popping.
Welcome
maybe
to the show.
Maybe not for this.
Good evening.
But maybe for the final finale. I don't think we'll have enough time to get enough people to come on.
Yeah, and I wanted to do my thing, but it's tough. We tough to get a pair. We need to get 2 pairs for that, and that might be tough to do. But we could do some, depending on if we have some guests. I might ask a few weird questions. But welcome to the show, KP. What's up tonight?
Weird questions about what?
The show about From Theories and what people's opinions. Oh,
are okay. I thought I was like, it's a little too early for after dark. Well, first off, let me just say that when I saw the alert on my phone at 8:30, whatever it was when we started, I got very, very happy because I'm in.
Is that me or is that him? What happened? Did he just go off? I don't hear you, Phil, anymore either.
There
we go.
With you guys, so I feel better. So and on top of that, I had a little bit of fight with my wife because she called me. She said, "Karen, listen, I need something from you. I'm at work. I need you to order me some sushi and send it to the workplace." I said, "All right, you bet. I'm a good husband, best husband, great husband, fantastic husband." I got on this stupid little app. I ordered this thing. I'm texting. I'm like, "Woman, what do you want?" There's like 5 things that she likes. What do you want? Doesn't message me back. So I picked 2 things. I said, get that off to her. And she calls me back like 2-3 hours later and says, you only sent me 4 rolls, not 8, just 4. Still hungry. And I said, you should answer your phone then. She got mad. Anyways, I'm just giving a bullshit anecdote because I'm by myself. But back to From. Tony, I was a little bit confused about something. Last week, I know you were saying that you were disappointed in the fact that it seems that Clara is the mole. And but from that clip, I think I'm not sure if that's how I saw that clip. I saw that clip as Sophia, the man in yellow, as Sophia, was communicating with this person. It's like I see it as part of his playing with his food, as Phil kind of said last week. I feel as though he and both of them are searching the cars looking for whatever they're looking for, and something happened that just kind of made the man in yellow think, you know what, let me play with this bitch a little bit. And by looking into one another's eyes, she was able to transfer the thought or the idea that of who she actually is and strike that kind of fear into her. Not that I don't think it meant that she knew who she was before she came here. And I think is that how you guys are reading it? That in that conversation, the man in yellow, Sophie, is expressing to her that, oh yeah, you know that guy who you're supposed to look out for? I'm him. Is that how you guys read it?
So when I first seen it, you know, I watched it along with everybody else, and it was very quick. I watched it, I recorded it, and then I watched it, and it was very quick. So I again, it's two ways. It's either she knows who the man in yellow is because they're searching for him, and that's why she knows, or she knows who the man in yellow is because she's working for the man in yellow, or a fan of or a fan, but like someone on the inside for it. So it goes either way. I mean, it could be either one, and I don't think that it's definitive from what they shown which way it is.
That's what I wanted to get at, because last week we were kind of like, last week guys were kind of like, yeah, it's a duh. It's like it's definitive that she knows who the man in yellow is. She knows that this is the man in yellow, and she knows that there is a man in yellow, and she expected a man in yellow to come from beforehand. Therefore, she's the mole. I don't think she knows about a man in yellow even. I think that whatever interaction they were having, Sophie took the opportunity to just kind of prod her a little bit and just kind of fuck with her a little bit, like, look at my eyes, and who do you think I am? Look at my eyes, and strike a little fear into her without really giving her much information, and then she would probably run off with some information that is very incomplete, but she's very scared. And then somebody probably asked her about it, and she was like, oh, it's nothing. And then she may mention it, and then it becomes a whole and then maybe it starts a wildfire of things happening, or it becomes a nothing burger. But I didn't read that the way you guys, and I'm glad that you said it, that it was not, that in looking at it afterwards, it wasn't definitive in that she definitely knows. She definitely knows who Manuel is. She's been expecting him, and oh, great, he's here. The master is here. Now, give me my instructions, Master Manuel. That was my little quick interaction. Phil, Tony, what do you guys? I think I ask this every week, and because I think it's a good piece of discussion. What do you guys think? First of all, let me say I enjoyed 8, 7, and 6. I really enjoyed 8, 7, and 6. What do you guys need to see from episodes 9 and 10 that if you don't see it, this season has failed? What are one or two things that you absolutely definitely need to see for them to land this plane? So that's my question. So I'm gonna jump up and let somebody else think, but give me an answer. What are one or two things that you definitely need to see? Otherwise, this season is a failure.
Yeah, 100%. Appreciate it. I would say number one thing I need to see is a major character's death. It can't be no side ass character. I don't want no secondary character. If I don't see a major character's death, I don't think the series. I could not give this series a ranking of a high ranking for a season. That would be number one for me. I need to see a main character fall this season. Period. Not no side characters. I need to see a main character fall. What would you say, Phil?
It needs to be good. I feel like the unfortunate thing about From is they've had three really good seasons, but they've not necessarily ended any of the seasons super strong. I need a super strong season finale. I mean, what would you say out of all the seasons of From, what was the best season finale that they did? They haven't done a lot of great season finales. It's usually the first episode of the season that's the great one, and like a few episodes in the middle, but for like closing it out and leading in. And now this time,
Yeah,
before
season 1 season finale wasn't great. This scene in the lighthouse and Boyd stuck in the well.
season 2 the one that Tabitha ended up in the real world?
That's Tabitha ended up in the real world.
That was
season.
good. Big T's right. Season 2 was the best one.
That was a good one. That was a good tease with Tabitha ending up in the real world. That was a good tease. That one probably the best of the
last season with Jim. Did you like last season with Jim?
I thought it wasn't bad with Jim dying. I thought, I didn't mind that either at all. But I didn't like the egg monster
Yes.
part. And
Yes.
Boyd just staring at Smile Monster. Like that's how it ended, right? So I didn't like that part of it. If they just would have left it with the Jim thing, it would have been better.
Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe that's just my opinion of like ending the season strong.
They need a major death. I need someone to go. A main character, and that's Jade, Boyd, Tabitha, Julie, Kenny.
Wow, it's impossible to search for old live streams.
I think it's. What are you searching for?
I'm searching for someone in the live chat asked if we'd rocked with E-Man, and we have, and we did that on the season 2 finale.
There's not a content creator out there.
So I was trying to find that episode to link.
There's not a content creator out there that I have not had come on this channel. I've had E-Man on the channel. I've had Movie Blog on the channel. I've had Beyond Premiere on the channel. I've had Geek Academy on the channel. I had Jeremy of Ice and Fire on the channel. I've had Real on the channel. Who else? Who am I forgetting? I had Julie B on the channel.
Miss Melanie, whatever her.
We had Melanie on the channel. We had Gabby on the channel. I've had more content creators on my channel than any other channel.
You had Lauren the other week when Lauren popped on, and
Lauren on there. I've had more than anyone. It's not close. And a lot of people, I even introduced them to this community. Like they were just getting into it, and I brought them on the channel and introduced them to them.
Me.
Right?
I wouldn't know about the show if it wasn't for you.
So I've had everyone. Think Story said he's supposed to come on. He'd be fronting though. He keeps saying he's gonna come, at least call in. He did call in though.
Yeah, he called in once.
He called in. He said he's gonna call.
Maybe twice.
And he did call in. Yeah, he never said he'd come on, but he said he'd call in, and he did call in. So
he said he'd try to call in for the finale or something.
Don't
like that.
forget Jen. Who is Jen? Oh yeah, we just had Jen. Love Jen. We had Jen on and stuff. So yeah, no. I've had
the horror people that we had on the other couple of weeks ago.
Yes, we had the horror.
Why am I blanking on her name right now? Slice the
Slice of Horror. We had that whole crew on here and stuff.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome.
I've had everybody. You know what I mean? I've had everybody on. I tried to give anyone who has something to say access to my platform to say what they have to say. You know what I mean? And everything else. I do my best that I can to get everyone. I don't think any content creator who's done from can say that they've had more people on than I have and all that. So
for anyone wanting to check out the stream with E-Man and Movie Blog, this is the season 2 finale stream I just shared in the live chat. People that were looking for that.
So yeah, I've had them all. I've had them all on, and I've never been shy about that. I always try to put people on and stuff like that. Elgin's a dead duck. Why would Elgin be a dead duck?
Quack quack.
Yeah, Elgin.
It
just doesn't make sense for Elgin to die. I mean, it doesn't make sense for him to stay alive right now, but it doesn't make sense to kill him off either. I just don't see what they gained by killing his character off. He's already broken. He's already that's not enough. Like if they killed someone like Elgin, or they killed somebody like who's on the Elgin level? Who would you say else is on that level, Phil? Randall? is on that
everyone
level.
everyone that came on the bus, probably, right?
Yeah, I think Bata, like that. I don't care about them dying. Like that's not enough for me.
The tail in. Sorry to do the loss. The tailies, the people that came in second, we don't care about as much as our original people. We've gone
No,
over.
I need those people. Someone in that group need to die. Jim's not enough.
The only argument you get out of me when you start labeling main characters, even though she isn't always treated like one, my only argument with you would be with Chrissy. I think Chrissy, if she was to go, that would give us main character energy.
Yeah, if Chrissy went, it would.
I would argue with you.
I'll concede that. I'll concede that and say yes, Chrissy would be that. You know what I mean?
Chrissy, Kenny, the Matthews, Chrissy, Kenny, Matthews, Boyd, Sarah. Would you consider Sarah a main character?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Sarah's there too. Sarah, that would be hard to lose.
Victor, obviously.
Yeah. Victor's not dying. They're not getting rid of him. They're not getting rid of him. They'll get rid of his dad, and that's not going to be enough for me when they kill Henry. Henry's got to go. It's just foreshadow for this, and that's not enough for me. If you're going to wipe out like a bunch of side characters, it's got to be like all of them. Like it just can't be one here. Like it has to be Henry, it has to be Elgin, everyone but Acosta.
That's why I'm hoping we get this flood at the end and we get like lots of people dying in a big flood.
Yeah, like everyone but Acosta from that group would have to go. I would have to see them all go. Every one of them. That's the only way it would work for me.
I don't think, to answer what Tony was saying with Victor, I think Victor's just one of those characters similar to what Tony was saying about Kenny earlier. If he is to go, he's going to be a final season, final run, final last couple of episodes, sacrificing himself in some big way. I don't see Kenny, Boyd, Victor, Tabitha or Jade. One of the two of them could go at any time, but at least one of them will survive to the end.
Yeah. If it's going to be anyone to go, it's just going to be Jade. Because Tabitha always gets it worse. So
Tabitha's leaving with her kids.
Yeah.
I think the end of this story does. If anyone survives all of this, Tabitha's leaving with her kids.
And then she raises Victor as his son, and that's it.
Oh, dude, that would be like like that Howie Mandel movie, Walk Like a Man, like he's coming out of the forest and shit.
Yeah, and then she raises Victor as Ethan's big brother. Like if Ethan turns 20, Victor will be 70. Still drawing with crayons.
I'd watch that show.
All right, someone said something earlier about the spinoff. I did see a post about a spinoff. I
saw a prequel thing, and they said everyone but wasn't going to be involved. I don't want to see a boys situation, Tony.
I don't think it's. You thought that was. I don't think it's real because I didn't see anything else. I looked around for stuff, and I didn't see anything.
No,
else
I didn't see it verified. Same. The other thing that hasn't been verified that I've seen a couple people talking about. There's been a couple of reports that next season might be 14 episodes, and I haven't seen that confirmed
that's
either.
Not going to be the case. You just don't get 14 episodes because you want it. That's an increase of a budget. 4 more episodes is
unless
more
your
money.
name's Vince Gilligan, you don't get that shit.
Yeah, you don't get it. They're not going to give you that extra money for this. I understand. Like From is a show that we love it, and it's a cult show, but it's not The Walking Dead fame. It's not hitting the Nielsen ratings. Any episode that's come out has not hit the Nielsen's ratings at all. Period. That's just fact. It hasn't made the top 10 at all. None of them. Right? So that's just the truth of the matter. And I love the show and everything else, but to get stuff like that, you got to be top 2, top 1 show, billions of minutes watched. That's when it's worth them spending that extra money doing it.
I mean, I want to be delusional about it, but it's probably not going to happen.
Realistically, it's just not generating those type of numbers.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't help that it's on MGM. It just doesn't help. When you're on an MGM Plus and MGM, how many people are subscribed to MGM Plus? How many subscribers? Just not a Netflix thing. You know what I mean? It's not even Amazon Prime. If it was on Amazon Prime has more subscribers, it would have more chance for more people to see it. But when it's on MGM Plus, It's not really there. It's not enough. It's not enough people subscribe to that to generate those type of views. If it goes to Netflix, it'll blow up on Netflix. It'll blow up on Netflix.
Okay, let's get to the spinoff thing for a second, because do you think there's a chance that if this ends popular, if it grows, they will want to do more things? And that time period you often talk about in the 80s, or that middle time period, we might get a spinoff or something set in that time period and get more history of the Man in Yellow, like get his whole story, get a show starring Doug and young Victor and a bunch of other stuff like that. Could we possibly see something like that?
It just, the spinoff, it depends. I would have to go back all the way back, way before that, in order for it to be worthwhile. I just think if you get the 80s and you get Victor and you have these things, I just don't think it works.
Maybe
Like,
they do like an It thing. Like, what's the name of that show where they do every season is like a different time period? They start off the
They can
beginning.
do something like that. It just doesn't, because obviously we're going to see the ending and how people are able to escape. So regardless of whatever season they're going to show, nobody's going to escape after it, right? So that means we know that every season, when its show is over, these people don't make it out. They all die. So having that there at the end of everything, I think, is a major crutch for the show. Now, if it's just some Man in Yellow stuff, it also will mean we will not get all the answers when this season ends at all. When the series ends, we will not get all the answers. They'll try to hold a lot back for it.
Just like The Boys.
Yeah. So I just don't know if it works. It would all, an anthology is what you're saying. Maybe it works that way, but I don't know. I would have to see what they plan on doing. But I would have to go way back. I would go way back, way before Jade, Christopher, any of them. It would have to be like to that colonial time or something like that. It would have to be all the way back then to make it interesting for me.
Like really getting into the foundational elements of that place and exploring that element. I think that would matter a lot. I mean, I think there is room for that, but I don't want to see any of the main series suffer because of it. Too much of that. Too much trying to turn everything into a universe. Not everything needs to be. It's still cool to have one-off shows that just exist within itself. So if this is just a rumor, which I hope it is, it's not a show that needs a big universe, I don't think. I think
it's George R. R. Martin's universe is good because it's a full 500, 600 years.
Yeah, it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum, dude, with like multiple stories, the novellas or Ice and Fire and Ice. Like it's there.
It's all fleshed out for you. Yeah. And anytime they tried to come up with their own shit that wasn't fleshed out by George, they all got shot down. Right? It didn't work. The Blood Moon shit and everything else they tried to come up with that had anything to do with George, it all sucked. And they shot it all down. Even Kit Harington's show sucked, and they shot it down. The things that work were the things that he written that's already fleshed out there, and they can expand upon. It would be weird to do this again. I just don't know if this show. I mean, look, The Walking Dead tried it, right? It didn't work.
Well, some people like those things.
No one likes that shit. No one even the Walking Dead heads didn't like it. I mean, it just didn't. No one liked that Negan show with that chick. No one likes that.
Some people say I don't like it, Tony, but you'd be surprised.
No one likes that shit.
You'd be
Is
surprised.
it still on right now? Is it all right now?
Yes, it's getting its full run. It's going into its final season now.
How many seasons did it make it? That Negan show?
5. I think 4 or 5, dude.
4 or 5 seasons.
The Daryl season got like 4 seasons.
Daryl got 4, and Negan and this chick got 4 or 5 seasons.
Something. Let me look it up. It's season 3. Season 3. Thank you, Ricky.
It's got 3 seasons.
Yeah, it's ending on its 3rd season. Solid.
Yeah, that's not a hit. That's a flop. Any show that ends in 3 seasons is a flop.
We got a phone call. Area code. I don't want to argue with because I don't disagree, but I do know people are fans of those shows. Area code 812. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your question or comment?
Apparently, my name is the only person in the world that enjoyed the Walking Dead spinoff.
You're not the only person. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've talked to a lot of people having covered The Walking Dead before.
How
I
could
know
you like
a
this
lot
show?
of people like those shows, especially the Daryl one.
This is what I don't understand. Maybe you can help me explain it because you know. How could you like a show that the guy who killed this supposed love of this woman's life with a baseball bat?
I'm going to cut you off right there. I'm not talking about that. I'm with you there. That show does suck.
Are you done the Daryl show, Clue?
No, I'm going to tell you guys, and you may not be my friends anymore because I do think I'm the only person
Fear the
who
Walking
took the
Dead?
show for. At first, actually, like the first, it's the Fear the Walking Dead. I did love that show until, like, the idea of a mother, the stepmother, her ex-husband, and then a future, like that dynamic was so interesting to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the very start of that show, I think season 2 I dropped off, but I did love that show.
You liked it when it was like Nick and they're on the boat with the dude and all that sort of stuff in the beginning part of that show.
Yeah, but more so, I really think they effed up killing off the new husband and his ex-wife. Because that dynamic was so interesting to me. Anyways, I thought there was a lot to work with there.
I think they wanted to just turn it into the Morgan show, ultimately.
Yeah, I do know the showrunner switched up, but at one point in time, I love that show. The World Beyond was a totally different show, and everybody is going to laugh at me and hate at me in the comments, and I know that. But The World Beyond, I took it for a different show. I took it for not a Walking Dead show, but a show in the Walking Dead world, and I did enjoy that show. And just like The Walking Dead, and what Fear the Walking Dead could have been, I do think From has that same idea, because we don't even need to mention Tabitha, anybody, like we don't need callbacks or Easter eggs. You can literally take the show and go back whenever and really work with that. Even after I saw in the comments,
yeah, but it all ends the same. It ends the same though. That's what I said. The farther back they go, the better. But in the end, it ends the same. They don't escape, right? So we know that.
I mean, it's not going to end happy. We know that. Kind of like, I guess the best way of comparison would be what is the name of that It show on HBO? It just
Welcome to Derry.
Yeah, that. I think that was great, actually.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the idea, like going backwards, the further back you go, the less you're really going to have to reference the movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it actually makes it better, in my opinion. So that's all I was going to say.
I think they have to go back. If they go back far enough, maybe it works. But you can't be like to Miranda and Christopher. Like, you got to go way back.
Look, I don't want to see Miranda and Christopher. Okay.
Yeah, you can't have any of that.
I mean, actually, maybe Christopher, depending on how much more we get him this season.
I want to see some
I don't
Jasper.
want them to get into like rewrite, or what's it called? Like where they're changing back the old theory. Like, I don't want it to be where it's like, okay, so you're retcon. That's the word I'm looking for.
Retconning.
Sorry.
Retconning.
English, once again, my first language, but retcon. I don't want any of that at all. So.
Nah, I don't want to see any of that. I don't want to see young Victor. I wouldn't want to see it. Like, you have to go way before they got there. Go to the cycle before. Go to all those things that they showed before. Go to all that stuff.
Yeah, Tony. If we end up seeing
the eye guy or Civil War guy, it would be really cool. I think.
If we end up seeing that dagger,
I would go back to
that. In From, I'm going to be very upset. We don't need that. We don't need like a flashback. We don't need to see, oh, this is where Victor originally got his crayons. Like, I don't need to see the flashback of this is when Victor got his crayon set. The first peaches Victor ate. Like, we don't need to see that shit.
No, I don't want to see him creating the rock to open it and shit. I don't need to see none of that stuff.
That being said, I do want to see how the talismans were made. That would be interesting for me to see where those originally came from.
I do think, and I called in earlier. I think you were still out, I don't know, shopping at Walmart or something. But I called earlier when you weren't here, and I do want to say, I think the talismans were made by the children. And I like threw out a theory there where like the roots and the trees and the houses, Tony, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I think that's all connected. But I also do think, that Jade may be an actual villain. And somebody in the comments earlier, it may have been Laura who sent you the Tim Tams.
Yes, the cookies.
I think she may have mentioned it, or somebody else. But like Jade mentioned, like in season 1, he's not the rat finding the cheese. He is the maze maker who places the cheese. So I'm kind of wondering, is Jade a surprise villain where he doesn't even know yet? I don't know. But yeah, that's where I'm kind of thinking. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to get off here. I just had to call in to say that.
Pause.
Just, spinoffs can work.
They can. They can.
Okay. Bye, boys. I'll talk to you later.
All right, take care. Now, listen, I'm not trying to poo-poo the series. I'm not trying to say I'd watch it. I'd give it a shot. But when we look at the history of spinoffs, most are unsuccessful.
2 have been really good. That's other than that. I mean, there's a few other that are okay here and there, and people can argue and say this and that. But 2 have been arguably as good as the original show. Other than that, I can't think of many.
Yeah. What 2 are you saying? Well, I say 3. What 2 are you saying?
I might be missing one, but the 2 I say are Better Call Saul and Frasier.
Yeah, and the Jeffersons too.
Oh yeah, of course the Jeffersons. All of those series, and I would even say a lot of the Happy Days spinoffs, like Mork and Mindy and Laverne and Shirley. They all were
Laverne
at least
and
the
Shirley
same quality. Whichever one is your favorite one, was of quality of. And all the Norman Lear spinoffs from All in the Family with Maude was equally as good for the seasons of Maude, and those dudes.
Good Times came off of Maude.
Yeah, Good Times came off of Maude as well. Yeah, that's interesting that that came from All in the Family, but it's not an All in the Family spinoff. It's a Maude spinoff.
Yeah, so most of them fail, but there have been some good ones. You know what I mean? It's hard to say if a spinoff works and stuff. It's not an easy thing to do. You can go through a billion of them that suck. The Joey show off of Friends. I mean, Friends is the biggest show of all time.
Family Matters doesn't count. I know it is a Perfect Strangers spinoff, but
they did the backdoor pilot for Pam to get her own show off of Martin, and that didn't work.
It mostly does not work. Area code 513. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your question or comment?
What up, Tony? What up, Phil? It's Nick Knack Studios.
Welcome,
What's going on, man?
Yeah, I got a theory for why the show's called From.
Okay.
God, I love when Nick Knack calls because of that smooth microphone. It's just
this fucking don't give us the name of the microphone, man. What's going on with that?
Oh,
Nick
hey,
Knack?
actually, you know what's funny is I just bought a whole new audio setup. It came in today. I just was setting it up while I was listening to you, because I'm trying to start my channel. But the name of the microphone is the Shure SM7DB. Funny story.
I know that.
That's the granddaddy.
Mm-hmm.
The Shure SM7B. Michael Jackson used to record some of his songs. So I'm kind of like Michael Jackson.
I know the microphone you're talking about, and I don't know what you're talking about, Bill. I'm normal. What do you mean, cartoon? You must have smoked too much, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, to be honest with you, I bought my audio setup. Not actually, but I was hoping I could get on some of Phil's after show karaoke parties.
Oh, you watch my 3-hour karaoke ridiculosity after the show the other night, Tony. I went on for 3 hours and sang karaoke for 3 hours.
Did you really?
He was on there like, yes. He was on there like, Kenny, hee ha ha. Hey.
Oh yeah, the bet we did Benny and the Jets to Kenny,
yes.
Kenny and the something. I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, I forgot about that.
I wish I was there. I would have joined.
Yeah, no, we'll have to do that at the end of the. What you have to take off or try to take off the Monday after the season finale, and maybe we'll do.
Yeah, I'll try to take it off and see. I'll try to take it off and see if I can just stay up.
We'll do a drunk karaoke. So whoever was there, Glue Guns with Roses was there. A couple other people were popping in. Anyway, sorry. I'm sorry you had to hear that. It was bad. It was 3 hours of badness.
No, it was awesome. I loved every minute of it, man.
Well, yeah, you're invited. I want to find a way to have people on because I know Amy in the live chat wants to jump on and sing. So we'll see if we can find a way to do like on-air karaoke.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So my idea for the reason why the show is called From, I'm making a video. It's probably not going to get no views or nothing. I just started my channel, but I think that Tony's right. It is a result of Jade's algorithm. I take it a little different. in a different direction where I think it's all based on a quantum computer. And so I think the basically it was like a runaway program where Jade created this algorithm. He plugged it in, and it basically collapsed into a singularity. And the reason why the show is called From is because it was based on, and I know Tony's talked about this before, the traveling salesman problem. So it's the idea that, you know, you're going to try to send vehicles out to different locations and then loop them back down to the origin point. So when it collapsed to a singularity, it the route basically became the origin. So I think the show is called From because, you know, there's no place that you're going to. It's just from. It's a looped route. So when you try to leave on the, like, you could walk out into the forest forever, right? But if you try to drive up the road, it's going to loop you back around because that's what the algorithm was based on, trying to solve the traveling salesman problem.
All right. And in the in overseas, the show is called Origin. Right? That's the name of the show overseas.
And I think that's basically what the show is like the whole point of it is that the place is just trying to keep them stuck there so that it can achieve its goal, its main goal, right? So basically the most optimized form of like sending someone out to multiple locations and then looping them back around when it collapsed, the most optimized form of that is just keep them stuck there.
I feel it. I think you could be on something there. I think that could be it.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
No problem. Definitely, you know, all the mods put a link to his channel in there. Show Nick Nack Studio some love, man. Let's get him off to a good start with his YouTube career. And let's go over there and subscribe and give this man, show this man some love and give him some encouragement.
Hey, yeah, just to say real quick, I'm not gonna do I think, you know, we're getting towards the end of the last season on From, so I'm not gonna do any From stuff. I'll put out my little theory video just so when I call in, you guys know who I am. But you know, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm an artist and I write books and stuff. So, and I was actually hoping to connect and show my presence a little bit, just because I know you're a writer too.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Just whatever you do, just let us know, man. We would definitely help you out if it's stuff that's on a level of what we're doing and stuff like that. House of the Dragons next. That's next up. So I just got it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask what you were gonna go for next. I know you covered Dexter.
Yeah, I definitely do Dexter when it comes back. But House of the Dragons next up. Great. Just text me and ask me to come on her show. She's doing a show on a Sunday at, I think, in the afternoon, and she wants me to come on there and rock with her and stuff. So I'll probably be doing that and stuff, rock with her on that, and then going into the From stream after that.
Nice. Yeah, I love all your streams, man. I ain't gonna stay on here too long. Get out of here and let you guys do your thing. But I appreciate you having me on here.
I appreciate you coming in, man. Calling in. Appreciate you.
Thank you, buddy.
That's what's up. Yeah. She just hit me up. She just hit me up right now while he was on the phone. I just looked and I seen it and stuff and everything. I had a chance to respond to it and everything else and all that. But I'll get on there and rock with it and stuff and everything and do that stuff, everything else, and everything.
Are you covering Silo? Someone asked in the live chat.
No, I'm not covering Silo. No, I'm not gonna cover Silo. I like the show, but I don't like the show. I'm not a fan of the show to cover it. I like watching it, but I just don't think it's a good cover for me.
Sorry, hit the wrong button, KP. KP is calling it back again. But hit the wrong button. Call right back, buddy. Yeah, I didn't love it when I saw it, but I'll definitely binge watch the whole thing at some point.
Yeah, I watch. It's a good watch show for me, but it's not. I would like to maybe the Vampire Lestat I would do if this House of the Dragon wasn't out. That would be the show I'd be covering right now because I love that show. That show is amazing.
Yeah, all of those vampire shows have been fucking.
Yeah, and I covered last year. I did Sugar, but it's just too much for me to do right now, so I can't do Sugar right now either.
Yeah.
and
I
stuff.
think I'm going to do my House of the Dragon live stream either Tuesday or Monday afternoon or evening, depending on what I have off. But then starting on the third week, I'll be on Sunday evenings at 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock?
Mhm.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 o'clock and stuff. All right, let me get up out of here. I got to get up out of here. It's almost 12 o'clock. I can't stay too late. It's not after dark night for the Don. It was a long day for me outside in the streets and stuff. So let me get up out of here. I want to thank everybody for rocking with us. I'll be back probably tomorrow with an early pre-stream at 8 p.m. leading you up to 10 p.m. where Real will come over. He'll do his show after that and take you all the way up to the show. All right. And we'll go ahead, Phil.
I was just gonna say I have a live show for some stand-up comedy for a group of kids tomorrow night. I get out at like probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, so I'll pop on when I get back.
All right, that's what's up. You like the way you do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace.